Hi, Mr. Schwepper here, and we're going to do something totally new. It's called percent proportion. Very, very easy. The percent always goes top left. The 100 always goes bottom left. Then you have is, which is also part. You have of, which is also whole. You should be writing this in your notes, and if I'm going too fast, please pause now. Okay, here we go. What number is 45% of 50? Now before, you remember that we had percent top left. So guess what's going to go here? That's right, 45. Before, we had of bottom left. So guess what's going to go bottom left? You're right, 45. Now, the is goes top right, but if you notice, we don't know what number. So we have nothing, that's where the question mark is, to go top right. And it says of 50. And if you remember from before, of goes bottom right. So the of 50 should go down here. Now, we have all the numbers in place. All we have to do is do something called cross multiply and divide. Here's how that works. You're going to take the two numbers that are diagonal from each other, multiply. Whatever number you get, you're going to divide. So what you're going to do on your calculator, 45 times 50 divided by 100. And whatever number that you get, that is the correct answer. So pause the video now and get the answer. Okay, welcome back. The answer should have been 22.5. If you didn't get 22.5, go back and double check to make sure that you push the right buttons. Next. Okay, what is 50%, underline the percent, of 240? What always goes top left? Percent. So 50. What always goes bottom left? 100. Now, remember, is over of. Do we have the is? No, we do not. The is the number can come in front or behind. So we just don't know right now. But the of always comes behind the word of. So we have 240. So pause the video and write down the multiplication problem that you're going to get. Pause now. Okay, you're going to go 50 times 240 divided by 100. Multiply the numbers that are diagonal, divide by the other number, and you will get 120 as your answer. Next problem. So what is 75% of 150? What numbers go on top left? 75, yes. What numbers go in bottom left? Yes, 100. Now, remember, it is of. Well, we don't have a number with the is, so that's going to be our question mark. And it says of 150, bottom right. So when you cross multiply and divide, you get 112 and 5/10. Next problem. Ooh, wait a minute. They don't give us a percent sign. So we're going to have a question mark top left. Now we're going to do bottom left is always 100. Now, there's the word is, and it says 30 is. That's going to go on top. We see of 150, so it goes on bottom. Pause now to cross multiply and divide to get your answer. Answer, you went 30 times 100 divided by 150. And if you need to circle it, folks, circle it. You will never, never, never hear me complain about you write too much. No, not going to happen. So when you cross multiply and divide, you get 20% as your answer. Now, set this one up. I'm going to give you, pause it and come back when you're done. Okay, so what percent over 100? Now, it says of 100, bottom left, 10 is. Cross multiply and divide, and you get 10. You should have went 10 times 100 divided by 100 to get your answer. Okay, now, whoa, we haven't done this one yet, but we still have 45%. That will always go above the 100. Now we got to figure out what's going on here. Remember when I said earlier that the of will always come before whatever goes with that of? Right there, of what? Doesn't give us a number. So we have to put a question mark. Is 9. 9 goes on top. So when we cross multiply and divide, we should get 20. Okay? The form is always going to be the same here. Always, always, always going to be the same here. Percent over 100 is over of. Always, 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 always going to happen like that, folks. So now, next question. Pause, try to figure it out, and then come back. Pause now. Okay? We've got 30% over 100 of what we don't know. 45 is left. So when we do our cross multiply and divide thing, where we go 45 times 100 divided by 30, we're going to get something really, really, really weird and get a decimal. Most of your answers are probably going to be decimals here, folks, just because that's the way this stuff works out. If you get a decimal for an answer, don't freak out. You might actually be doing it right. We just don't know. Next problem. Oh. Pause now. We'll come back and we'll do the problem together. Pause now. Okay. 150 over 100 of what we don't know is 2. So when we do our cross multiply and divide, we should have done 2 times 100 divided by 150. When you do that, you will get an answer of 1.3. And remember that bar over the top means that it just keeps going forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Next problem. Ooh. Pause now, set it up, and come back. Ready? Pause. Okay. 0.5. If you want to put the 0 in front of it, go ahead, you can. But as always, the 100 always goes bottom left. Of what we don't know is 10. So when you cross multiply and divide, go ahead and call it out. What do you put in the calculator? Okay, 100 times 100 divided by 5/10 or 0.5. And your answer is going to be 2,000. Ooh, I'd like to have $2,000 right about now. That'd really be nice. That'd really be nice. Okay, next problem. Ooh. This should be a percent. I forgot that when I made this thing. Now, pause and see if you can figure it out on your own. Okay? So we've got 16.5% over 100 of what we don't know is 30. What's going to be the cross multiply divide problem that you're going to put in the calculator? 100 times 30 divided by 16.5 equals 181, and then the 81 repeats. Hopefully by now we're getting very, very good at this, because we've only got one more problem before you're done and you get to your homework. Here we go. Go ahead and pause and see what you got. Okay, 45%, 45 over 100. Of what number? We don't know. 24 is. So when you cross multiply and divide, what are you going to put in the calculator? 100 times 24 divided by 45. That 5 is not very nice. Okay. What's your answer? Yes, 53.3, and then that 3 repeat. So hopefully this will help you do your percent proportion. Please rewatch the video as many times as you need, 2 or 3 times hopefully. And if you have questions, please shoot me or Mr. Bowman an email, and we will help you as soon as we can. Thank you.